Material Man and Targeted Patent all got together. We hashed out our differences. We had multiple like 3-hour live streams. And I thought, like, just out of respect, you don't have to call anybody a real TI, like, oh, he's real. Like, I'm vouching for this person. But if you're going to pretend to be someone's friend, they show the evidence, you're like kind of pretend to be cool with them. Like, I don't see the purpose of like alluding that they're perps. Like, what does that do? This is the same person that says, oh, don't label anybody, and oh, calling out the perps doesn't help, but he does the same thing. Like, what I'm starting to realize is Targeted Patent's a fucking hypocrite. You're not welcome onto the channel. I don't want to talk to you.
Yo, open this shit up, man. I'm fired. Okay, all right, let's do this. Let's get fucking real.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, your check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
Targeted Patent revelation that I had. New revelation in the Targeted Patent saga of his targeted YouTube channel. So for a little background for people that are maybe newer to the channel, me and Targeted Patent both claim to be targeted individuals. We recently had like multiple live streams together where we kind of hashed out our differences. We kind of explained each other's targeting. And I thought at the end of those live streams, like, we were good. I thought, he doesn't know me 100%, but at least now he can probably stop calling me a perp or alluding to I'm a perp. Like, that shit gets kind of old, man. Like, seriously. There's a reason I'm not calling him a perp in this live stream, even though I easily could call him a perp, with kind of the conspiratorial thinking that every targeted individual goes through, or person claiming to be a TI. But yeah, like I was recently listening to Immaterial Man's live stream, because me, Immaterial Man, and Targeted Patent all got together. We hashed out our differences. We had multiple like 3-hour live streams. And I thought, like, just out of respect, you don't have to call anybody a real TI, like, oh, he's real. Like, I'm vouching for this person. But if you're going to pretend to be someone's friend, they show the evidence, you're like kind of pretend to be cool with them. Like, I don't see the purpose of like alluding that they're perps. Like, what does that do? This is the same person that says, oh, don't label anybody, and oh, calling out the perps doesn't help, but he does the same thing. Like, what I'm starting to realize is Targeted Patent's a fucking hypocrite. You're not welcome onto the channel. I don't want to talk to you.
All right, let's address that. That's funny. Listen, I'm not going to deny there's definitely things that I've said and done that would obviously be hypocritical. And the only thing I'm going to say to that, I'm not trying to make excuses. It's just if I'm talking about one thing, it's hard to see another perspective. I have multiple perspectives and multiple reasons why I claim this is good or that's good. I don't claim to have all the answers. So I admit, it's hard not to defend yourself when people are out there, calling you a perp and stuff like that. Or when you see somebody acting like a perp, it's hard not to call that out. It's really hard not to call that out. Especially when it's somebody who seems to be trying to influence other people. You know what I mean? So that's why listen, I appreciate, you say you're not going to call me a perp because I'm not a perp, but you're going to call me a hypocrite. That's fine. I've called myself hypocritical at times, and I recognize my own faults, and I have no problem at all recognizing my faults, admitting, when I'm wrong about something, and moving on. And that's why I don't delete any content. So, but what I don't understand is where this came from. Where did this come from all of a sudden? I'm just asking questions, okay? I don't think it's healthy. I don't think it does any good to go around calling anybody perps, because that just spreads more division. And if we're trying to get a handle on this and expose the program, if you're a real TI, well, then you can see how that doesn't do any good at all. It just confuses the real targets and makes them more isolated. It makes them more paranoid of everybody, and it puts up a brick wall, and they don't trust anybody. They think everybody's out to get them and everybody's up to something. Okay, that's not healthy. It's not good. So yeah, I don't think calling everybody perps is good at all. But calling out people's actions and asking questions, that's not calling them. So just because I ask a question and I, about your actions, you know what I mean? Please don't assume or put words in my mouth just because you can imply that maybe I'm implying that you're a perp by asking this question and, questioning your motives or your actions. I'm just asking questions. You're free to explain and answer those questions. So again, whenever you choose not to do that, when somebody chooses not to answer those questions, when I call out somebody's actions that don't make any sense, it just doesn't make any sense. They could just answer it and make sense of it. The done deal. Okay, my bad. I didn't see that perspective. I'm an idiot. But when they choose not to, and then they instead come after you with like an attack and call you a hypocrite and everything else, right? Well, then that just raises more questions. Like, okay, well now why did they do this instead of just answering the question or explaining their actions? That's where I'm not being a hypocrite when I call people out on their actions, on their bullshit, and I question their motives. That's not calling somebody a perp. Let's get that straight.
I didn't have hope, but he does the same thing. Like, what I'm starting to realize is Targeted Patent's a fucking hypocrite. You're not welcome onto the channel. I don't want to talk to you. I don't have a problem with you. Like, I'm not calling you fake, but like, what was the point of?
But I don't understand where. Okay, I didn't watch this video yet, so I'm just watching it now. So maybe I'll see here coming up what he's getting at. But I'm still asking this question. Where did this come from? Where did this come from?
Like, there's no point of this. Is the whole reason I'm making this live stream. It's about a broader picture of the TI community, right?
Okay.
And the YouTube community.
Okay.
I think it goes beyond the TI community. I think it's a YouTube community. Like,
I do.
Of course, I'm a part of the problem. Like, today I made some fucking videos. I messed up on the one video because I thought, I was kind of whispering in it, so I deleted that. And I went on some rants because people are just fucking pissing me off. Like, we have the situation with New Breed. New Breed is a content creator with 180,000 subscribers that goes out of his way. The dude has all the talent in the world. Is just multi-talented. He doesn't need to steal from me. He doesn't need to steal from Broken Matrix. He doesn't need to steal from Young Steel, but he'll continuously do it. And the content that he's stealing isn't that good. That like, oh, I ran out. That's fine. Like, let's say I make a topic and then someone else makes a topic like a few days later. That's not really stealing content. But when you make a topic, you get like 50 views, and then a channel with 180,000 subscribers will come hours later. Like, this dude has a team of people that like steals content or something. Like, dude, you're stealing from the poor. Like, you're not this righteous preacher that you're proclaiming to be. So like that, there's the targeted TV shit. Like, the dude's a kidnapper. Like, he has kidnapping charges, but he'll sit here for 5 hours a day talking shit on everybody, like, obsessively. I don't give a fuck if you're a kidnapper. I'll be honest with you. It's none of my business.
I can't really speak on the New Breed or Targeted TV. I don't watch any of them. I never have, to be honest. I don't think I have anyway. I'm not familiar with them or their situation. So let's continue.
This was a long time ago. It could have been some domestic situation. But I mean, you got convicted of kidnapping, so it's time to just shut the fuck up about.
Okay, but since you bring that up, this does raise another question I want to ask. Because you never did answer a question I had asked a long time ago. Whenever I made a video calling you a perp, right? Calling you Conspiracy Underground a perp. Well, you're not Conspiracy Underground. Now you're Matrix Decoded. But I asked you a question, a very simple question. You said that you saw a criminal background, my criminal background, right? You said you saw my criminal background, and my brother showed you how to find it. You said this, and you alluded to me getting in trouble for stealing a bunch of shit at a Walmart and getting caught with a bunch of meth. And you said all this like you were beating around and making all these claims. And I just asked you, where did you get that information? I want to know where you got that information from, because I can't find it. I cannot find that information. And it's funny, my brother showed you how to find it. So you could either just answer the question, and show me how you found that information, so I could see where this information is at. Because obviously this is where the source of this is what I need to find, because this is how they're making up lies about me, right? But instead, you didn't answer that question. You did not answer that question. It was shortly after that you deleted your channel. Every time that I called you out and asked you a simple question, and you could have just responded with an answer, instead something happened with your channel, or you were blocked for a week, or something. You know what I mean? Your channel went down, and then somebody would reach out to me and let me know and point it out to me that your channel went down too, which I thought was funny. Every time, because I don't keep up. I don't pay attention to everybody else. I'm not like that. I don't fucking care. If I watch your videos, it's because it popped up in my feed, or it's in my my subscription feed. I don't go to people's channels to see what they came out with next. I just don't do that. I don't have time for that. Who the fuck has time to do all that? That's creepy and nosy and weird, right? But I know you saw the video where I asked you where you found that information at, my criminal record. Now you're sitting here calling out somebody else saying they're a kidnapper. So this is the thing I have a problem with. Okay, I have a problem with that, with making certain very serious allegations against somebody without showing any receipts. Okay, because that has the potential to cause a lot of damage in somebody's life that you don't even foresee, care about, So that's where you can call me a hypocrite if you want, but I will explain my actions. If you ask, I will explain my actions. No problem. If I'm wrong, I will admit when I'm wrong. And you could call me a narcissist if you don't like my answers. But it's not my fault. My answers make sense, and I happen to be right about shit all the time. If I'm a hypocrite, please call me out. If I'm wrong about something, please call me out. If you think I'm a narcissist and I just won't see another side of it, I just refuse to see a side of it because my narcissistic brain won't allow me to see any other fucking perspective but my own, right? Well, then call out these other perspectives. I want to see them, because that's how am I supposed to see that I'm a narcissist if I can't see these other perspectives? If my belief, my perspective, I support my belief and my own perspective to be right and to be more correct over other opinions of something. There's several times where I've somebody's brought a certain perspective to my attention, or they saw things from a different side that I didn't see, and they pointed it out to me, and immediately I caught myself on it, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't realize that, And I use that to improve myself and change and become a better person. And that's the problem a lot of people have, is they can't do that. They can't get past themselves and their ego to be able to do that, right? They're worried about how they look to others and everything else. I don't give a fuck what other people think about me. I don't care. They don't affect my life whatsoever. But at the same time, I do care about other people, and I won't just go off half-cocked and say things and do things that cause other people problems right? I'm considerate in my actions to not cause other people problems, okay, that aren't necessary, that would have never happened. Now I have no problem pointing out shit that might cause somebody a problem, but it's due to their own actions. It's their choices. You know what I mean? I will call that out all day long, every day of the week. Because if it's part of the problem, then it's part of the problem. Part of the solution then is calling that shit out. So I will do that.
Preaching to people and shit, like what they're doing bad. Like, you're not in your kid's life, you kidnapped a woman, you openly say you beat women. And we got people like New Breed playing his content, Targeted Journey going back and forth with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just stupid. Like, everybody's a fucking hypocrite. So that's why this is why I lost 4 subscribers. Like, I don't care. This is the thing about the subscribers. It's like, dude, if I don't make every video perfect, and that's what explains the quality of the video editing. If I'm not editing videos or talking about gang stalking, I'm not editing it perfect, so it's like a perfect art piece, you fucking unsubscribe. But you most likely don't unsubscribe from other people. Like, that's what I'm saying. So I don't really care. I'll just replace you with bots. Because YouTube is going into a kind of an algorithm where all the people that have the bots and the marketing are taking all the clicks, and they're stealing clicks from natural organic YouTube channels and giving it to whatever, the person paying for the marketing. So yeah, like, I don't care, dude. You're 4 subs. Like, come on, man. Like, seriously? Like, I understand it's my fault I'm losing subs. It's just, I respect that because it shows I'm making bad content. Like, I'm not fucking self-righteous, so I won't make content that makes me lose subs because it's not good. I don't feel good making it. But at the same time, like, I have to literally fight to keep the little subs I have. You know, the content isn't that fucking bad where I make a bunch of good content and then I make a bad video that's so bad you have to unsubscribe. Like, just fucking thumbs down the video or something, or don't watch it.
Or
It's
leave
just
a
weird.
comment.
Like, I mean, I understand.
Or leave a criticizing comment. That's what I would do. I would hope that my subscribers or my viewers, if I do something that you don't like, you don't agree with, please leave a comment. Let me know. That's what it's there for.
And I unsubscribe from people. I don't go back and forth, but I unsubscribe from people because I'll give you an example, like Absent-Minded Abe. I think because of his medication, like, his videos just, I'm not trying to like act like I'm better, but his videos suck. Like, they're not as entertaining as they used to be.
I agree.
So I don't sub to his content. I'll still go there once in a while and see if he does make a good video again, but he hasn't. So I'm not going to sub because he's not putting out good content. And it goes for.
But you know what I did? I left him a bunch of comments. I told him what I thought, and I complimented him where I thought he deserved credit, and I called him out where I thought that he was not. You know, he was just promoting a stupid, idiotic, ignorant idea.
Other people too. Like, I'm sub to people that there's people like The Strongest Boss. He recently made a couple videos that I wasn't a huge fan of, but I'm not going to unsubscribe from him. Like, that's just fucking crazy, you know, because he has potential to make a good video, a good live stream. Like, he usually does make good videos. But that's what I'm trying to get at. Like, the whole targeted patent thing, like, he just made me realize that targeted individuals, like, there's no saving them. Like, dude, there's nothing that's good enough. Not to saying that I'm perfect, but there's nothing that's good enough that you can prove to another TI that you're a TI. So what's the point of exposing gangs?
Okay, I'm hoping this is a compliment and that I helped you realize that from my comments to you, because you did the broken matrix thing and I thought you were spot on, and I agreed with you, and I commented. I was going to actually expand on that entire concept, because there's a lot of people, and I blame it on ignorance and just stupidity and lack of knowledge. A lot of TIs, you know, self-proclaimed TIs, they come on and they just blurt their fucking stupid bullshit. Oh, I'm getting hit with directed energy weapon. They just say stupid stuff. They have no evidence to even back up, so they just make us all look crazy. And I truly, truly believe that most of those people are plants, because most people aren't that stupid. And most people care what people think so much that they wouldn't come on YouTube making a video making themselves look crazy. That's just not normal. So, you know, and they do it every day, time after time after time after time after time, right? And their victim mentality and all that shit, you know. Some people, yes, they can get sucked into that and fall into that rabbit hole or that pit, you know what I mean? And that's bad if they do. But, you know, usually people can self-reflect and they can improve on their situation from seeing other, you know, criticizing comments and stuff like that. And they might not admit, you know, that they were wrong, but they stopped doing it anyway. You know, the thing that made them look crazy or whatever. So I was, you know, calling that out, but I backed up what he was saying. So I hope that what you mean by this is I helped you to realize there's no saving the TI community. I hope that's a compliment. And there's really not. We need to get away from the term because and let them all, because anybody who's associates with the term, you seem to be on a sinking ship. You know, I'll use the term to help spread awareness about the shit that they do and targeting and everything. But you don't really hear me saying I'm a targeted individual too often. You don't hear me saying that. I speak as if I am, but then it's a lot of times you'll hear me talk from a different point of view, like TIs do this, like they do that and they do this, okay, from an outside perspective. Because I am speaking about the targeted individual community as a whole, which I don't really see myself a part of. I watch some of the videos, but I don't interact with any of them really at all. Like, not at all. I stopped watching a lot of their videos too because they're not helpful at all. And they make us all look crazy. And it's just, and I have left comments. I've tried to help these people see things. I've tried to leave comments. I usually do that first. And I try to do it as politely as possible to show them, like, hey, do you realize how this looks, right? Do you see the optics that you're creating here? How is this going to help your situation? Just asking. You know, I understand what they're doing, believe me. But there's so much shit that I have just kept to myself and did not, still to this day, have not spoke about or put on YouTube, because I believe the whole point of it is because they want me to. And that's so they can then call me crazy and all this shit. So I have not done that. I'm not going to give that to them. I will not give that to them. That's what I think TIs don't understand, and they need to really open their eyes and take a few steps backwards before they just go half-cocked making a video, you know, with like Broken Matrix says, or like Matrix Decoded says, non-tent, right? That term non-tent. I was unfamiliar with the term until he said it, and he's 100% right on a lot of things. I give him credit anytime I feel he deserves it, but I'm not trying to take a defensive position on this, but I'm trying to understand where you're getting at here.
And why are we exposing other targeted individuals instead of gang stalking? So with the target patent thing, he was on this channel called TI News. His name was Will or TI News. He claimed to be a target.
First of all, let's right off the bat, that was how fucking long ago, dude. That was right whenever I got to YouTube. I was only familiar with a couple TI channels, and then I saw TI News. So put yourself in that situation. Here's a channel with more targeted individuals than you can find in the months and months of researching, and they're all communicating and chatting and getting along, and there's no drama here. So I started going on panel, and like, I never had a problem with any of those guys. So if you're going to be like Donovan and you're going to use the TI News thing to try to discredit me as being a part of it, go ahead and try. Let's see how this works.
He used to hack people. He used to attack people with sock accounts. Like, while he was on his live stream, he had access to literally thousands of sock accounts where you knew it was him. Like, he went after Donovan. He would like make sock accounts like Donovan's gift cards and Donovan's socks. And every time Donovan would talk about TI News, the troll accounts would come and flood the chat. Like, this dude, I'm not saying this guy has a couple Google accounts. Like, this dude has a fucking bot farm. He has a bot farm. He hacks people. So I did a background check, because I do that routinely on targeted individuals, because the targeted individuals making the most noise about being the best person They have the worst criminal history.
Oh, cool. So you're going to show me mine, right? You're going to show me how you found that information that my brother supposedly showed you how to find? Because I'm still want to know about that. I really, really am curious about that.
So that's why I do that. And I'm not putting anyone's addresses out or anything. I never do that. Like, I'm not going to put your address or anything, but you put your name on YouTube because you're a TI. You claim the police are fucking slandering you, that you never been, like, we have most targeted citizens. Oh, I've never been arrested. I only got arrested once when I was 15 for marijuana and I got set up. Dude, he's been arrested for meth possession and domestic violence like 100 times. He promotes Jesus Christ and God. Like, yeah, dude, like, you're lying. Like, if you're making these bold claims, and again, if I put my name out, I would encourage you to do a background check on me. I wouldn't be mad. If I said my name is fucking Alex Alvarez and you found...
All right, well, I see you saying these things, but I don't see any receipts. I don't see any background report. You're not showing anything. And it's not hard for somebody to do that, to say that I saw this and I saw that, to get people to believe it. They tried this tactic on me, and they tried it on my kids, and I picked up on it right away. They would say to somebody that they saw a video of me stealing something, right? And I said, let me see this video, because it didn't happen. And they could never produce a video, never. And I would just call their bluff, and I said, take it to the cops. I don't know what to tell you. I can't help you. If you won't show me the video, I can't help you identify the person. I don't know what your point is. I don't know why you're telling anybody that, or me, take it to the police. They'll help you with that. Because I knew it wasn't true. And of course nothing happened from it, because it was just a lie. But by saying out loud, I saw a video of this. If I tell you I saw a video of this dude doing this horrible thing to this other person, right? You're more likely to believe it because I said that I saw a video. So in your brain, it subliminally, it does something. It programs it, and it categorizes the information as more likely to be true in your brain, because you're not saying that it's not just a claim somebody's making, and you didn't see the video, but it's kind of the same thing. It's kind of just as if you did see the video. You heard somebody say that they saw a video, and that it's like it bypasses a thing in like a firewall. If there's a security protocol, if there's a thing that a firewall would block, your brain would block information. But this is like a workaround. It's a way for to get your brain to automatically trust the information, right, and categorize it as truth, right? It's fucking tricky, dude, but I'm telling you, I caught on to this a long time ago. So when somebody says they saw a background report, and this happened, and then they did this, and they did this, and they're making a lot of bold claims, but they're not showing any background report, I would question that, especially if you question it and they still can't show you what they're talking about, because I'm waiting to see the criminal history that he said that my brother showed him how to find.
Found out where I lived and shit, and you did a background check and you exposed my criminal history. Like, if I had a criminal history, I'd fucking tell YouTube. I don't. So, like, you can't expose me for anything. Okay? But even if you have one, that doesn't make you a perp or anything. I'm just saying, like, why would you lie? Why would you say the government is attacking you for no reason? Not one reason you can think of. But you have this criminal history. But we know that the police attack convicts. Like, they don't do it all the time, but let's say someone gets out of jail, like, the police will harass that guy. Like, that's something that they would possibly do. So why do you hide that? That would make you more credible if you went to jail. Be like, oh, I went to jail a few times, I'm being targeted by the police. Like, that makes you more credible. But when you lie about it, you say you've never been arrested, and you get arrested every few years, that's the most targeted citizen, and you're hurling insults at cops like they're fucking doing nothing. Like, that's why I look into the background. Like, that's the whole point. It's not to, like, fucking know where people live. It's just to see the criminal history. Like, okay, sense. Dude, like, what? You're Mr. Perfect. Let's see. Because that's all the criminals do, is act like Mr. Perfect. We had United States Anti-Gang Stalking Association who got charged with child corn on his computer.
Okay.
Promoting God and all this shit. He had fucking...
Okay, and you just automatically believe that. You don't think that it's possible that the corrupt cops who are involved in gang stalking set him up with the kitty corn on his computer? You don't question that? You don't think it's possible? They do that all the time to people.
Child corn. And he was gay, and he was promoting God. He was gay. He was openly gay country dude with a boyfriend, and he's promoting God. Like, dude, this is what I'm trying to say with targeted individuals. Like, bro, you're not credible. Like, Patton, the simple fact that you would come on my fucking live stream for 3-4 hours, waste your own fucking time, and then at the end of it say something to Strongest Boss or Immaterial Man like, oh, yeah, you're... Hold on a second. Something happened to my fucking car.
Because this is what I'm talking about. Like, this comes out of nowhere. It's almost like, and I'm going to speculate here, but it's almost like everything was fine, and then later on, he went and like found some reason to be mad about something. I'm so curious right now. I'm on the edge of my seat waiting to hear what the hell what did I do?
My car just fucking shut off. So I want to fucking see what's going on before I finish this live stream. No, that's not gang stalking, but...
So come on, you got to finish your fucking thought, dude.
Just making sure my car works real quick.
You can't walk and chew gum?
My car just shut off, dude. I'll try to finish this fucking live stream real quick.
The timing of this shit is crazy.
Yeah, like, this is what Patton did. He comes on, he acts like he's my buddy. He goes on Strongest Boss's fucking live stream. Strongest Boss is basically saying, like, oh, yeah, we put our differences aside, which we did. Like, I'm not a fake person. Like, if I was still beefing with someone, I'd beef with them. I wouldn't pretend to be their friend. And Patton's like, oh, well, the name change, that must have made it easier, huh? He was saying, oh, he deleted his channel and came out with a new name to, like, rebrand himself. Well, like, he was basically alluding that my name was fucking, which it was, like, I had bad credibility to my Conspiracy Underground old channel.
So you admit it.
And I deleted the channel to trick everybody or something.
No, but when you want to call other people hypocrites, when you're deleting your old content, because why? Because there's stuff there that people could use to call you out and show that you're a hypocrite. Is that why? I mean, why did you delete your channel? I'm just asking questions. Now, you might get mad like I'm alluding to this or alluding to that, but no, you're getting mad if it's true. Then you're getting mad because it's true. Because if it wasn't true, you wouldn't get mad, right? You would have an explanation. But when people get mad when you call out the truth, right, and you happen to be right, then it's okay to be like, imply and assume this and everything else, and you get mad at the person when really you're mad at what they said. You're mad at the truth.
That's what he said. Like, I've literally, the first video of me on this channel was explaining why I deleted the channel. You know, like, nothing is fucking good enough. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Well, what do you mean? Why didn't you say it at the time we were on a panel together? Like, why didn't you say that? Are you talking about a panel we were on together at the end? I made a comment, but then you didn't say anything then? You didn't bring it up then? You wait fucking 2 weeks to bring it up? It doesn't make any sense.
Cool. The reason why I deleted the channel was I was beefing with a lot of people. That was part of it, but making gang stalking videos isn't healthy. Like, I'm just saying that from a like a normal fucking perspective. Like, that shit takes a toll. Immaterial Man talked about it, taking breaks and things like that. Like, dude, when you're making gang stalking videos, it takes a toll because nobody believes you, and the only outcome is people fucking don't believe you. So what I try to...
So when somebody deletes their channel and changes their name, and they do this over and over again several times, and you're trying to... it seems like you're trying to defend your credibility, and you're trying to build a persona that you could, identify as credible. You're going to have a hard time doing that when people keep linking you back to these other accounts that you deleted. That's why I leave everything up, because it's like a journey. Somebody can look at my YouTube situation from the beginning to the end. They can watch it all, you know, and I don't leave them any options or any avenues where they can veer off and say, "Oh, he did this, he did that. He's not credible," right? No, I just put it all out there. If I made mistakes, they're on there, and you'll have to watch further to see where I recognize it and change. You know what I mean? So I put it all in there. What the fuck do I care? Why would I delete it? Everybody is intelligent enough to understand if a video is 3 years old, they watch it, that's not how you're gonna, you know, that might not necessarily reflect your beliefs today. It's something you made 3 years ago. People are intelligent enough to understand that. You don't have to delete a video or delete a channel because a video you made 2 or 3 years ago reflects a different belief or a different understanding than you have today, okay? That's just retarded.
Dude with Patton was like, hey, bro, like, you know, I'm not 100% convinced you're a real TI, but I'm going to give you the benefit of a doubt. You came on, you told your testimony. It's hard to lie for 3 hours about a testimony.
It is, but you know, whenever we say you can't make this shit up, that's I don't know why we say that, because if you are a gang, if just not saying you are, but if somebody was a gang stalker, right, and that's what they did, they were a gang stalker, it actually wouldn't be very hard, would it, for them to come on and give a testimony, right? Because I think I've told you this. I haven't made a video mentioning it because I don't want to come out and sound like a crazy person. But your testimony is so extremely similar to what happened to me, to everything that's happened to me. Stuff that I have not put on my channel. And I'm not going to put it on there now because you went out and made a testimony claiming it. What would it look like if I went and put my testimony out there claiming the same things that you've already claimed? So I have to play devil's advocate, and I have to understand my enemy. So if you were a perp, if you are a gang stalker, it wouldn't be very hard for you to give a testimony, a fake testimony, right? That would just be like describing the things that Targeted Patton goes through. If you're gang stuck in Targeted Patton, it wouldn't be too hard for you to make a video, you know, where you just lie and you say that, oh, all this stuff is happening to me because you know, you're the person doing it to the target. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be hard. You wouldn't have to make the stuff up because it would already be there. That's something that they like to do, right? Is project and mirror. They do something to you and then they blame you for doing it to them. That's what they do. So I'm just saying, I don't like to imply these things or assume these things or speculate on these things because I don't want other people to get the wrong idea. But I am going to call it out and say it's very, very possible that my gang stalkers would be able to make a video with a testimony that's extremely strikingly similar to my situation. That's all I'm saying.
Like boring, mundane shit. Your tactics align with my tactics. I was like, whatever, dude, you're a real fucking TI. So he does that. So I'm like, you know what? Because of the targeted TV, I'm gonna look up like a couple people's backgrounds on here. So the TI News guy he was fucking friends with, the guy with 1 million stock accounts that's been accused by dozens of people because he openly fucking attacks people and trolls people and shit with bots and bot accounts. He's been accused of being a perp. So I look him up. The dude William Orth doesn't exist. There's only 4 William Orths. Okay? And there's 2 of them in San Diego, and they're both dead guys. They're 118 years old. Like, that's what someone would do if they're stealing someone's...
Listen, Matrix Decoded. You are aware, aren't you, that you can have your information wiped off the internet from all these different data brokers and different sites, right? I did that and looked up my own information, and I can't find anything on myself, okay? Because I got it off the internet. So you do understand that people who know how this shit works, it's not very hard for them to get their shit off the internet. When you pay a company, a third-party company, okay, you're not looking at official court documents, or you're not doing actual research. You're just using a fucking a third-party fucking hack company that scams people, and then they just have automated searches to search for people's data and connections and put it together and throw it on a fucking PDF for you and say, here you go. Here's all these possible acquaintances and shit, and here's this person. It's just all the time that they show up online. That's all. So if you can't find anything on Will Orth, that doesn't mean that that's not him or that that's a fake name or something. I'm just saying.
Identity. You know, you ever heard of a voter roll with dead people on it, or some type of fraud? So think about this. Why hasn't Patton said anything about TI News? That's what I want to fucking understand. Why hasn't he said anything yet? Because when I spoke to him about TI News, I don't know if he's real or fake. I can't say for sure.
I can't.
Well, I can say for sure. The dude could DDoS my fucking router. He did it on live stream when you were there, I think.
No, you say that, but you can't show any proof of that. I'm not saying I don't believe you. I'm not saying it's not possible. It's very possible. It's even probable. It's even very probable. Because I know Will, and I wouldn't put that past him to do that. You know what I mean? That's what he does, right? He gets a kick out of it. He thinks it's funny. Pissing somebody off, like when you were having beef, and then he would do something. But you can try to say he did that and make these claims without any proof. How are you going to say that's him and you don't know? Like, you've never showed any proof of that. That's what I've said. I've said you don't know that. You have not shown proof of that.
Donovan was coming on my live stream. And he has it on his channel. And Donovan connected to the StreamYard, and I was like, "Why do you think TI News is this?" He started talking about TI News, then my router started blinking red, and it remained like that for 3 fucking days. Like,
so what? So what? That's your evidence? That's your evidence. You mentioned TI News, and your router started blinking red. For real, dude, you sound like an idiot.
He DDoSed my fucking router. I had to switch internet. That cost me money. That ruined my life. That's gang stalking. Okay? Besides that, he used to attack my channel with fucking troll accounts. Multiple of them. It was just non-negotiable whether he's a perp. And you defend him, the guy that gave you the fake name.
No, I'm not defending him. I'm calling out what you're doing. I'm saying you're making claims that you can't elaborate on. You can't confirm these claims you're making. You can't verify the things that you're saying to be true. You just think that they're true. They might be true. It's very possible and very probable, but you can't prove it. So you can't. Therefore, you shouldn't be going out making those very specific, claims as if it's fact. You should say it like it is. Like, I think he did this, and I suspect that he did this, and I have reason to believe he did this. You understand?
But you don't fucking defend the person you spoke to with 3 hours that did a live stream with evidence. Like, I still have the evidence on my fucking live stream. On my hard drive that I can show you at any time.
Show us.
So this is the thing with like targeted individuals is like,
show us.
Why? Okay, Patton, if you're gonna pretend to be my friend, why don't you ask me about my gang stalking? Why don't you ask to see the evidence that I already shown 100 times?
I have asked you in nausea to see the evidence of my criminal record that my brother showed you how to find. That's when you disappeared. You've never showed it. I've asked you several times. I'm asking you right now. Why don't you show me? I have no other way to get a hold of you except for on a live stream or make a video like this, right? So what do you mean, why don't I ask you? And I don't pretend to be your friend. I pretend to be, what, an acquaintance, somebody who has a common interest. It's just an acquaintance. A friend, okay, is totally different. A friend, I would have your contact information. I would talk to you like a normal person on the phone if you were my friend. If I was pretending to be your friend, that's totally different. I'm not pretending to be your friend at all. I never pretended to be your friend.
Like, hey, yeah, do you want to show me the evidence? Or, like, do that instead of just saying I'm a fucking perp because I changed my name, dude. Like, bro, I got tired of Conspiracy Underground. It was fucking just taking a toll on my mental health. It wasn't helping me. Right. I was doing 2-hour live streams. I wasn't working hard. I was just losing money left and right. So, that's kind of like the gist of the live stream. I don't have a problem with Patton.
Where does the aggression come from, though? Why is there such a delayed reaction? Why is there such a long delay and a delayed reaction for you to mention all this at all? It's like everything's fine, completely fine. I don't even remember, like, what exactly. I don't remember exactly what I said. I probably did say something like, yeah, I guess it makes it easier. But that's not what I was implying either. So where does that thought come from that, you know, especially the delayed thought that's now getting you, to be angry at me and for all of this, right? And then it turns it into this big thing, right? Where does that come from? Why? I'm just asking. I'm just wondering where that comes from. If it's genuine, is it genuine, or is it like because it's like you're told to do it or you're put up to it because I'm making too much sense and I'm making too much noise, so now they got to push back. I'm just asking.
I call him a perp. He's just not welcome on the channel. Nobody is welcome on the channel if they're gonna be talking about gang stalking, because what's the fucking point, dude? Once a TI, like, dude, I have more proof than you do. Like, I fucking do. I have everything. I have synchronicities with white cars where there's 20 white cars pulling up in multiple videos. I have car vandalism, interior house vandalism.
Sorry, I don't remember the point where this is like we were told this is a competition or something. I'm not competing with anybody. I'm never competing about anybody. The only thing I do is try to spread awareness about something that I don't agree with, something that I think is totally fucked up, that a bunch of people are participating in. And I try to spread awareness to help people be aware of it so that it can't affect them. That's all I do. I'm not trying to compare myself to other targeted individuals at all. That's retarded.
Not moving stuff around the house is with the other team. Oh, well, did they move stuff in your house? Like, I don't know. They came in and vandalized stuff. Multiple things. I have pictures of it. So you don't have to fucking believe it if you're a normal person. But if you're a TI, like, I'm not trying to be biased. You have to believe it. I've been saying the same story for 3 years and showing the same fucking evidence.
But I never said you were lying about that. I've never said that's bullshit. You're lying about any of that ever. That's never happened. And so why you're associating that with me this is where I'm like at a loss here. Did I miss something? What the fuck?
Don't pretend to be my friend and then be like, well, he could still be a perp. And then what he does, because he's so fucking paranoid, he'll see this video.
See, where did this come from?
Even though I'm saying he's not a perp, I still think he's a target. He's going to say, oh, he's being a perp. He's being a perp and he's doing this to discredit me. They paid him. Like, first and foremost, your claim that I'm being paid to be a gang stalker, like, dude, I can disprove that claim so easily. I can show you my tax return.
Listen, you can't disprove something by showing evidence that doesn't have, like, by showing evidence that's not relevant at all, okay? Does not disprove something. You have to disprove stuff that is, that people know is true, right? Is factual or whatever. Then you can disprove that with evidence that's contrary to their evidence, right? So showing me your W-2s and tax forms of your job that doesn't have any, you don't have any pay stubs that say they're from gang stalking. Oh, so that just proves you getting paid. Look, what the fuck how retarded is that, dude? That's the most retarded. This is the most retarded fucking mindset or logic that I can even imagine. You know what I mean? Like, what? Okay, I'm gonna show you a bunch of receipts for stuff that I bought to prove that I'm not a thief. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? That's retarded.
Gonna do that. I can show you my tax returns. I can show you, like, I'm in massive amounts of debt. I can pull up my credit report. Like, where am I getting paid at? That's what I'm trying to get at.
But wait, I've mentioned about speculating about certain people must be getting paid because I can't figure out why else they would do this. I can't see a perspective or a motivation. I can't see any situation that helped me make sense of it, right? Of why, so I can only speculate. And if somebody was getting paid to do it, then that would make sense, I guess, but I've never even really alluded to that with you. I really haven't. It just goes hand in hand with somebody if somebody's, trying to discredit a real targeted individual who's trying to find solutions and shit, and somebody comes out and tries to discredit them, then I say something along the lines of what is their motivation? Why are they doing that? That doesn't make sense. Explain it to me. Make it make sense, right? Then you just in your own mind think that I'm saying you're getting paid to do this and everything, because it just associates with it. That's your mind putting these things together. You can't show. You need to show some receipts, really, is what you need to do. You can make a lot of claims, make a lot of bold claims, and say all these things, but at the end of the day, they're just words on the internet. That's it. They're just fucking words on the internet. So until you can show receipts of your words, all you're doing is putting out non-intent.
Who's paying me? Well, the cops. You could have gotten in trouble. I have a clean background. If you knew my name, you could run my name and see I have no fucking background. Never been arrested for anything.
But I don't.
So, dude, you're wrong. I'm right. That's the whole fucking point. I'm not allowed to be right because, I could be a perp. That's fucking stupid, dude. There's not enough. It's hard enough to prove gang stalking to normal people, right? Like a TI, like Patton thinks that everyone should believe his gang stalking like a normal person because, he's articulate and he has some circumstantial evidence. No, dude, I can show you evidence all day and you'll still question. You'll just, the cops could have gave him that. Dude.
You think that, why don't you give it a try? You think you know how it's going to turn out, right? That's the mindset of a sociopath. Sociopaths go around thinking that they know what everybody's thinking and they know what they want, when you try to talk to a sociopath, they tell you what they think you want to hear because they think they know what you're thinking and everything. And you say, I could show you evidence, but then he would just say this and that. No, that's sociopathic tendencies. Why don't you try it and see what happens? You could just try it first. What do you have to lose? Why don't you try to show some evidence and then we'll go from there. Then we'll see. Because you don't care what I think anyway. You care what everybody else thinks, right? You don't give two shits about what I think. But you care what everybody else thinks about you. And if my words and what I say, helps other people to see the same thing I see, that makes you mad, I'm sure. I'm sure it makes you mad. I understand that. But like I said about my brother, you have an opportunity to defend, the claims against you or to defend yourself and explain yourself and articulate and explain your motives or explain yourself so that people can better understand it, so that they don't think these things. When you choose not to do that, it's going to have an effect. So just don't get butthurt when it does. You're free to do this. You're free to do that. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody. You don't owe anybody a damn thing. So you don't have to do any of that. But don't sit here and bitch about why people think I'm fake and people think I'm a perp when you refuse to do that shit.
If you've been watching my channel the whole time, you saw everything happen in live time. I still have the pictures of it, bro. I'm not even talking about the subject. What would be my motivation to fake that? I don't talk about it anymore. I purposely don't put evidence out. I purposely don't give, I recently started making a couple live streams on gang stalking because I felt like.
I've never seen you put evidence out, of your claims, the criminal record, the criminal background shit. Nope, never seen any of that. I've asked for it, but never seen it. So what are you talking about? The only thing I've seen from you is some videos with drones in the sky that may or may not be a drone, but could very easily be a star. And I've seen videos of Keck license plates and stuff. But that's it. And I don't know if you think that I watch all your videos, but let's just get this straight. I don't watch all your shit either. I just watch the shit that shows up in my feed every once in a while. I don't go to your channel. You could ask somebody for instance, Virginia. That's somebody I consider a friend, right? She has a channel, and she occasionally puts videos up. But she has to actually send me a link to her video. Because I don't even know. She's like, didn't you see my recent video? I was like, no, I don't even remember what your channel is again. And I had to ask her what her username was, to even go to her channel to see the videos that she put out, because I don't know, I don't do that. I don't go around to people's channels and follow every video they make and shit. I just think that's weird, right? I don't do that. Even with my friends, I don't do that, you know? So why don't you just get rid of that mindset and that paranoid fucking mindset that makes you think that I watch every fucking video you make or something. That's bullshit. That's just bullshit. I promise you I don't. But I watch enough of them to understand, you know, your general mindset and your general belief. And you have made claims about me, my criminal record, right? I mean, this now falls into the realm of like legality, right? Libel, slander, defamation of character. When you say things like this about a person as if they're fact or true. Now, I've asked you where that information came from. I've told you it's not true, and you know that I'm trying to get rid of that shit. Anybody that's slandering me or actually trying to damage my life and reputation. You can have financial damages. You can have emotional damage. You can have, you know, lasting damage in your life just by saying things like this about a person. And when you go off half-cocked and say these things, you don't show any evidence. I asked you. You never showed me to this day. You don't remember me asking about that or what? You don't remember? Because I've asked several times. I've made a couple videos about it. Like, hey, I asked Conspiracy Underground about this, but he won't answer the question, right? You didn't see that? Come on, dude. I don't know where all this aggression towards me is coming from. I can speculate, you know how that works? I can speculate, but that doesn't really do much good, right? I'm making this video more for you, Conspiracy Underground, Matrix Decoded. I'm making this video for you as a message to you, not for everybody else, for clicks and views, or so everybody can see, you know, the true. No, I'm just asking the right questions. I'm asking them to you. You can answer them, or you can choose not to. It's up to you.
You know, it's not going to be everything I talk about, but what was the purpose of talking to me for 3 hours, which you dominated the conversation? It was just a blabberfest of you talking. So instead of you talking, you should have let me talk. You asked me the questions. Why you think I'm a perp? Oh, can you show this? Can you show that? And I'll be more than willing to show you what I had available. You know, like if you really question someone.
So you could make a video, right, about that and showing some of that, right? You could even leave some of your thoughts in the comments, you know, like I have. You've commented back. I've complimented you. You've said thanks, you know. But instead of doing that, you could email me. You have my email addresses on my YouTube channel. There's 100 things you could do other than make this video like this, right? It's trying to, I don't know. It just kind of seems like you're trying to get the viewer to kind of like speculate and just kind of convince a viewer or somebody who doesn't know me to just not trust me or something. I don't know. I'm trying to make sense of it.
Fucking question them. Don't pretend to be their friend and then fucking stab them in the back. I didn't make one video. I even deleted videos where I was saying negative comments about you or anything like that prior, because who cares about fucking views, dude? Seriously, I'm not saying you should delete your videos. You can do whatever you want. Some people feel like, oh, if you...
I think you care about views. I really do. Isn't that why you changed your channel name? Because you care about the views and the clicks and shit? I mean, I thought that's exactly why you did it. Maybe I missed something.
Put time in a video. They want to keep it. They want to keep the views. Fine. But my thing is this, like, it just doesn't make a lick of fucking sense. It doesn't. It's kind of like a narcissism type of thing. Like, I'm the only real TI. Like,
here we go.
Because Patton is smart enough. Like, what I was doing wasn't being a perp. Like, I literally thought everybody was a perp when I first came onto YouTube because of people like Targeted Tony. I was kind of doing it for entertainment and stuff. I let that be known.
You mean?
But nowadays, I don't.
For like clicks and views, you mean?
Just call people fucking perps, dude. There's a reason for that. It's because you're supposed to learn as you go here that, you know, absent-minded neighbors might not be a perp. You know, that's a possibility. You gotta look at both fucking sides.
Very good.
Yeah, or who else? Immaterial Man's not a perp. He may not be a perp. Like, that's how I'm thinking. I don't think he's a perp now, but I'm just saying he kind of proved himself. He came on Like, what would a handler
Yeah.
be telling him? Oh, pretend to be his friend and do this and that. Like, come on, dude. Like, that's
I wouldn't
just
say
fucking.
I wouldn't say he proved himself just because he made amends with you. What did he prove by making amends with you? He didn't prove himself. He just got you to be a little less, defensive. He got you to drop your guard a little bit, and that's fine. You know, I'm not saying the strongest boss is a perp by any means. You thought he was a perp, and now you're saying he proved himself. How did he prove himself? See, I think you're the one with the broken mindset here.
Ridiculous. Like, what we know is normal people, normal situation. There's good people, there's bad people. That's what we know in this world. We don't, before learning it on YouTube, we don't know about this gift card program, handlers, red shirts, FBI, COINTELPRO. You learned that from YouTube. So if you can't make a judgment based on fucking what's in front of you, your own gut instinct, which you know your gut's telling you that I'm a real fucking TI, but you have to go against your own gut to fucking
No, this is where I got to stop you here. I have said I've gone back and forth in the past, yes, but it's been quite a while since I've been pretty firm on the position that you're a real TI, and I have stated that many times, and I've said that in private conversations to people too. You can ask Virginia. I have said that I go back and forth, but I do think that you're real. It's whatever causes this kind of video to come out. I don't know. Maybe it's mind control. I don't know. But if I had to make a guess, I would say you're real. And I've said that multiple times for quite a long time, and nothing has changed. That one little comment that you mentioned about me saying, well, when you made your other channel, that make it easier, right? That's a simple little statement that is, you stretched pretty fucking far to take it as me calling you a perp now. Is that what or did I miss something? Is there something else, or is that what this is all about? Me saying, well, it's pretty easy when you change your channel name, right? I just said that one little comment. If that's what this is all about, dude, then the problem isn't me. The problem is you taking one tiny little statement and blowing up over it and assuming all of these other crazy things, right?
to go into like paranoid kind of delusion land because it makes
Right.
you feel empowered. Like I went through the same thing. When you call everyone else fake, it makes you feel empowered because it feels like you're one of the very few real TIs. But if you actually look at it, if you give people the credit where the credit's due, there is multiple TIs on YouTube.
I do all
you know,
the
I don't
time.
know every single TI. I can name people that are possibly a handful, which is more than enough. So it's just fucking dog and pony show with this dude. That's why I'm saying, like, I don't have any hatred. I don't dislike Patton. I may unsubscribe because
that's fine.
I just realized how pointless this TI shit is. But
did you think
this whole gang stalking, talking about gang stalking, like, you just proved to me that it's just completely pointless. This is what the kind of the anger comes in. You proved to me that it's completely pointless. I thought you were at least the fucking very few select TIs.
And I proved this to you. How did I prove this to you? By making one little comment about you changing your channel name. Is that what you're saying? You're saying I proved my, what I'm really all about by asking one little question. One simple little question. Is that what you're saying?
That will give credit where credit's due, right? Like, would be like, all right, I'm gonna stop being fucking egotistical, and if someone else is showing evidence, they're willing to fucking talk to me. They're not hacking me. They're not asking for my information. Like, we just talk on live streams and we're cool with each other. Hey, maybe I'll stop calling them a perp. Like, come on, what was the point of that, dude? Like, they just like, your brother is right. Like, I think both of you are immature.
That's what you think.
He may be gang stalking you. I don't fucking know at this point. I can't tell because you call me a gang stalker, so I can't tell if he's just trolling you or if he's like actually.
What about the physical evidence of him gang stalking me? I've showed you that. Like, you forget all the online shit, right? And the trolling, and just look at the physical evidence, okay? In the receipts that I've showed, the court documents I've showed, right? Let's look at the facts, okay? The facts and nothing else. And you don't know if my brother's a gang stalker, really? That's why I question this video right here. Like, what the fuck? Where did this come from? Where the fuck does this come from, dude?
Gang stalking, because I could see why someone's fucking pissed off at you, bro. I could see why people don't fuck with you.
Well, people do fuck with me.
Because that's snake shit, dude. And then
People
the whole
do.
thing is, I hate.
People do fuck with me, and people that know me know that I'm as real as it gets, and I'll have anybody's back who has mine. And I don't do deceptive, I don't do spiteful things to people. I don't do things out of anger or out of emotion, or call somebody, try to discredit somebody because I'm mad at them. I don't play that game. I don't let emotions control me. It seems like this whole video that Matrix Decoded made was made out of emotion.
Is
Or
I hate this even more than targeted TV. At least targeted TV, I know what he is. This acting nice shit, I've never trusted that. I've never trusted someone acting nice.
Dude, I'm not acting. I don't act nice. I can't be fake, okay? I cannot be fake. I don't act nice. I'm just a nice guy. If that's hard for you to accept, it's hard for you to believe, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for you. I can't help you. I'm not acting nice. I can't pretend to be fucking nice and put a fake smile on for people like that. No. Sorry. It's not in me. I can't do it. I can put that smirky fucking smirk on my face, to my perps, to my gang stalkers, to their face, and I can say things that are like passive aggressive and basically ask questions that totally destroy their logic and stuff. I can do that right to their face with a smile on my face. That's not being nice, though. I'm not being nice to them, But when I was just being genuine to you, I was just being me, dude. That's me. I'm not acting nice.
To be my fucking friend, dude. I've always hated people like that.
Well, I'm not
because they think they're so powerful. I'm gonna pretend to be your friend, and then as soon as you turn your back, like I'm gonna show my true motives. Like,
is that not what you're doing right now? What did I do to stab you in the back? I act like your friend, then I did what? What? Did I make a big video saying a bunch of shit about you again? No, that's what you're doing to me. So who's the hypocrite here? Seriously.
Dude, even I didn't do that after the live stream. Like, come on, bro. I didn't mention you. I think I even called you real targets. Yeah, but you guys still hesitate to call me a real TI. Like, and it's not about me. It's like, dude, if I was acting, this is the whole YouTube expectation that the content.
See, this is where I think like if maybe he's just weak-minded and they're able to fuck with his mind and get him to just like have this delusion that I'm like that because I don't leave a comment saying you're real in his mind, like he thinks that I'm sitting here saying he's fake or something. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't get it because I'm still trying to understand what the fuck this came from. Where did this come from?
Creator's not a human being. He has to be absolutely fucking perfect. Otherwise, just trying to fucking figure this car shit out. It's a hybrid.
Now that you mention it, now that we're on the topic, Conspiracy Underground, I will mention this. There was somebody who recently put a pattern together of certain people that are TIs that are not at all real. They come on, they say they're TIs, but they don't do anything like TIs do. They do the perp calling shit, That's what they do. They come on and they talk shit on targeted individuals, and but what they all have in common, what all of these people have in common is they have like rich parents. They all had rich parents, right? And none of them need for a damn thing. They are all, they're basically just putting people down all day, every day. That's all they do is put people down, right? And try to claim that they're in a victim mentality and boo-hoo and everything else. And meanwhile, that they don't spread any positivity at all, just nothing but negative shit, and they all have rich parents. I'm just putting patterns together, like, didn't you say your parents have some money, don't they? Don't you have, like, didn't you just do a video recently? You said you had like 3 cars or something. I thought you had car problems all the time, and you had a hard time keeping a car on the road at all. Like, my car has been broke down since October 12th, 2022, dude. It's been a year and a half. I've been on foot, because because the shit that you said happened to your car is what happened to my car. Exactly what happened to my car. Right? Actually, 2 cars. Then after that car, then my daughter's car started doing the same fucking overheating shit, right? But it's funny, you made a testimony explaining all that. It's like you explained my exact situation, but for yourself. But then all of a sudden, but you have a nice car. But you have a couple cars, you said. I think you let that slip or something. I just think it's, I don't know. You don't have to explain yourself or show receipts. You don't have to try to prove yourself to anybody. But when you continually do that, it implies that you get this feeling, right? You have this feeling that people think you're fake or something. Like, is that what the problem is? You have this deep-seated paranoid delusion that everybody thinks you're fake? Because I didn't say you're fake. I say what I mean and mean what I say. And when I said, it probably makes it a lot easier, when you change your channel name. I meant exactly that. It probably does make it a lot easier when you change your channel name, right? It's just calling out the fact, you know what I mean? And that one little fucking comment turned into this whole big thing. I love when people show their true colors, I never acted like your friend or tried to be your friend. No, we are people who, I don't even know your fucking name or anything. You know more about me than I don't know the first thing about you. All I know is what you say. Words on the internet. That's all I know about you.
It says propulsion fucking power disabled or some shit. I have no idea. It's working now. It's the air conditioning that does it. I'm trying to get this back to the house, so in case it is broken, and I'll continue the live stream.
Because that comment was fucking, it had to be, 2 weeks ago or something? I don't know when it was that you're referring to, but why the delay? That's what I don't understand here.
But yeah, man, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Like, you're not welcome onto the channel. I don't hate you. I don't think you're a fake TI. What's the point, dude? What's the point of talking about this shit? You don't want to resolve anything. You would want more TIs that have fucking evidence. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I might not be the best example at all.
I don't want to resolve anything, right? You're the one saying I'm not welcome on your channel. You don't want to talk to me. You just want to say a bunch of shit about me and then shut the door, right? You want to make a bunch of claims and then shut that fucking door. Cut that line of communication so that there's no way I can defend myself, right? On your channel, right? You just have to get that last word in, though, and say all this fucking shit, and then say, you're not welcome on my channel. Well, then I'm going to make this video about you. It's just the truth is all. I'm just putting out the truth. I'm not trying to twist anything. I'm not trying to get people to believe you're fake or anything like that, but I'm just making, this is my reaction video. Because I'm like, what the fuck happened? What the fuck did I miss here? Is it just me? Am I the one that's missing something? Maybe it's me. I'm willing to accept that. I'm open to that being possible. That I missed something here. Maybe I just refuse to see something. I don't fucking know. But when shit comes out of left field and just hits you like blindsides you like this, you're like, what the fuck? I'm a hyper awareness guy. You don't do the, you don't want to fuck with somebody who like that, who's hyper awareness, who's hyper aware of everything. Because when shit doesn't make sense, they will stop at nothing until it makes sense. So they will question shit and question it and question it and question it until it makes sense, right? And you won't like the result. That's from my perspective. That's what that's what's happened in my situation anyway. People have made up lies about me, and they've made up claims and everything. And whenever it's not true or it doesn't make sense, I will overanalyze it, and I will revisit it, and I will look at every little detail from every possible perspective that I know, right? That I possibly can put myself in, everybody else's shoes, and I try to do that the best I can to make something make sense. It doesn't have to make sense from my point of view, but if I can look at it from your perspective or somebody, Billy Joe or Bobby Sue's fucking perspective, and it kind of makes sense from that perspective, then I'll accept it and walk away. Okay. People just don't agree and they see things differently, and I can understand that. I can accept that. But when it doesn't make sense, no matter what perspective I put myself in, then this is what you get right here, this video that I'm making.
Because of my history, but you would want TIs that have evidence to call you a TI and you call them a TI, because that's what makes it credible, dude. It's not
evidence
like
makes it credible.
Always questioning and seeming paranoid. It makes it look fake. It makes the whole thing look fake.
No, there's nothing wrong with being skeptical, asking questions. It's not being paranoid. Being curious and asking questions is not being paranoid. It's just trying to gain more knowledge and insight. It's trying to learn more information, right? That's what asking questions does. It gives you answers, okay? So if I was delusional, right, paranoid and delusional, then I would just make all these crazy claims. Instead of asking questions, I would just say, this is what it is, and that's what it is. I know it, and you can't tell me anything else otherwise. But I don't do that. Instead, I just ask questions. If I think that it's probably that, I'm going to keep that to myself, and I'm going to ask the right questions so that I can say less until I know more, so I can try to, understand a situation better. Because you can only gain a better perspective of a situation with more information, with more knowledge about the situation. So this situation, I'm like dumbfounded. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it at all. I need some more information. Conspiracy Underground, can you show some receipts? Can you please show some evidence of what you're talking about? Because I don't get it.
The false accusations. Okay, like mine were comedy-based accusations.
And they always like to use this excuse too. Just because they call harassment and slander satire comedy doesn't make it satire comedy. It has to be funny. When it's not funny, it's like, what the fuck is the point of this? It's not even funny. It's just like, they're just like, my son would do that. He would do something that's just totally fucking, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Just and whenever he get called out on it, he would say, "Oh, I'm just joking. I'd be like, "No, what do you mean you're joking? It's not funny. The joke's supposed to be funny." So that's where you see a lot. I see a lot of this. I see like a lot of people that they put out like the Pat and Burps shit and a lot of the disinformation and the lies and the slander online. And they just call it satire comedy. And then they can get away with it then. Then it's not harassment because they called it comedy.
Okay? Like, calling people like FBI Freemasons and shit. Like, that was not meant to be fucking real. It's for entertainment. Like, come on, bro. Like, I'm tired. That's why I'm just sick of you. People like, dude, YouTube is a platform for entertainment. You come here as a substitute of television. You don't come.
It's also a platform for education, right? To gain insight for news. It's not just for entertainment, buddy. Sorry.
Here to like put someone's feet to the fire. It's
yes,
to watch videos, dude.
Yes, you absolutely
No one
do.
cares about my fucking gang stalking. So out of respect for humanity, I stopped talking about it because you don't fucking care about it. I stopped showing the evidence. I stopped fucking harping on it. I did testimony on it just to have the one testimony.
What do you
anybody
do now?
Fucking was wondering.
What do you do now? When did you stop talking about it?
But Yeah, I'm
seems
wrapping
like
this
you-
shit up, dude.
Seems like you're
I'm
still
just
talking about
this
it.
isn't about Patton being fake, real, being a good or bad person. Like, dude, all TIs fucking suck.
Then what the
They
fuck
don't
is it
want
about?
to solve this. It's about me, my targeting. You feel sorry for me, my targeting. That's all it is, dude. You don't care about anyone else.
Dude, that's what it seems like. This whole point of your video is because you're butthurt or you're mad because of a fucking simple little comment I made or something. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about you. Like what the fuck? This whole point of this whole video you made is about you. Because you're tired of everybody.
It is, and that's when it becomes a mental disorder.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm out of here.
Maybe you should take a lesson from Abe and maybe go get checked out and get some. I don't know. Maybe there's a pill for everything, dude. Maybe they might be able to help you out with that. I don't know. I don't know. Be good or be good at it. Peace.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds, they can stay soft. You can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
I guess I don't have any haters watching me anymore. No, there's a bunch of them watching. So,
Screenshot this, motherfucker!